Hi, chat. I'm 32 years old. ... I got something for you. Hold on. This is more your speed. You want Mystery of Mankind? Okay, will you do that? This is the true mystery of why we're here. The mystery of mankind. Where is the goddamn clitoris? No, I don't think it's there. I've checked there before, but I didn't see anything. It might be in your friend Stacy. Ah, shit. Probably, yeah, probably on your period. We found it! Holy shit! Lock in! fuck? No!
Doom shot motherfucker.
Bald L. Bald Wesker Main. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna die first. What a fucking phenomenal game! I love it! It's so fucking fun! Woo! Good day, everyone. Hello, how's it going? What are you doing? Yo! What is today? Thursday? Thursday! Good day, everyone. How's it going? How you doing? Everyone having a great one? Great, fantastic. It's gonna be a fun stream today, so I hope you're ready for it. I just shitted on God. Oh, all right. I'm not sure why you had to say that on God, but you know, sure. I mean, I believed you the first time. You didn't have to on God it, but now I really believe you. You might need to go change your diapers. Yeah, that might be a pretty decent idea. Anyways, what's up, y'all? I hope you're all having a good day. Hope you're in store for some fun. We got some reacts, some mind-altering reacts to start the stream. Okay, let's not straight jorking it and Michael Myers. Called out today just to goon to you. How many of you are gooning right now? Type a 1 in chat if you're gooning right now. Okay, it's too early to be gooning, guys. Come on. Didn't you just wake up? Okay, literally everyone's gooning, I guess. Okay, all right. Well, if that's the case, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I legit was not expecting that many people to say they were. All right, fantastic. That's great. Yep, awesome. Keep going, guys. Keep going, okay? When you think you want to stop, just keep it going, all right? Miss Snowy, 200 biddies says, my bald-dented crybaby bitch, I come with even more good emotes that chat will enjoy. This is just going to be another jerking emote. Yo.
Ungodly defense stat plus high HP pool plus acid armor means it can take cock all day.
What
all
the
shapes and sizes and still come for more.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Yo, Baz, thank you for the 6 months. What is this, Snowy? I'm not adding cock reveal as a fucking emote. Are you guys fucking... Guys, we can't just be a fucking weird jerk stream. All our emotes are like jerking it and cumby and like jorking together. Like, no. We're not adding cock reveal. It's a rat, though. I understand it's a rat, but if you look at it when it's small, it looks like a cock a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. Add it. Add it or we all unsub. I don't want this one. This will probably get deleted, but fuck it, whatever. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna watch some videos today, have some fun, goof off. We're not gonna watch videos for 3.5 hours today, though. We'll watch videos for like an hour just to kind of start up the stream, and then we're going to play some scary games today. That's kind of the plan. I want to try this new Luddo demo that just came out. This game actually looks fucking cool. I normally don't like to fucking play demos, but this game looks really fucking good, so I kind of want to try it. And then we'll probably bounce into some more scary games like Classroom and Baby Blue and Hospital and whatever. And then what I'm thinking I might do tomorrow It's just a matter of, do I want to get fucked up on stream? That's the real question, because I still would like to do Spooky Saturday. What I thought might be kind of fun is like a drinking liar's bar. So rather than shooting ourselves with a gun, we do shots. But I don't know if that's smart, because I'm going to get hungover, and I don't really want to be hungover for Spooky Saturday. So I don't know. And I know what some of you guys are saying. Hey, Hexy, didn't you say you were going to do IRL this week? I did say I was going to do IRL this week, but I'm a piece of fucking human garbage, and I'm just not ready to fucking do it. So I think I'm just not going to do it yet. I have another appointment with the doctor next week, and I'm hoping that I can try to get my mental more intact, and I think I'm going to go back on antidepressants. This is TMI info, but, you know, since we're early, I don't really mind sharing it. Probably the only time you'll really hear me talk about it too much. But I think I'm going to go back on antidepressants. I'm just not doing good, genuinely. I try to get online and be fun and whatever, but like the moment the stream is off, I'm like, it's just not good. So I want to be able to do IRL and really hit markers that I want to do. And I want to make it entertaining in a way that I want to do it. And I just don't think I'm in the right mentality to like do that successfully. So I want to wait a little bit longer. Also, I'm doing IRL by myself and I have no one. And I've had multiple people message me how bad an idea it would be to go ghost hunting by myself, that I need to at least get one person with me. So I have to try to make a friend that'll come with me ghost hunting. But I have no friends. So, yeah, I don't know. So I feel really bad because I was really hoping that, you know, come October, I would be able to hit these markers for these IRL streams that I really wanted to do. But I don't know if I'm ready for it. And I'd rather wait until I'm ready, because if it ends up being something that people really enjoy, I want to make sure I can continue doing it and not just have it be like a one-off stream that is like, that's that. And it is what it is. Now, if people don't like it, then I'll just stop doing it. But, you know, at the same time, I'm in kind of a blessed situation in the fact that, like, people enjoy watching me do dumb shit. And I'm not kind of boxed into, like, you know, an IRL stream or playing DBD like I used to. Like, I can kind of do whatever and people still kind of watch. And even though I might not be growing very much as a streamer as a whole, I could agree with that, because I'm guilty of doing it to myself and holding myself back. But like,
hey, maybe this will help you.
I'm pretty happy with how the streams have been. Just mostly you guys. I hate to gas you guys up because I hate being nice to you guys, genuinely, but
of the harvest moon,
you guys have been so fucking fun lately. So thank you. Oh my god. Except you, Tito. Everyone's been awesome except you. No, I'm kidding. You're cool too, Tito.
which you cannot help but answer.
Yo, thank you very much, Tito. Thank you. Maybe we'll play Harvester. I don't fucking know. I got some other scary games. So because I hadn't really been like, you know, announcing Silent Hill and doing all that stuff because those are going to be long playthroughs, and I wanted to wait until I made sure like what I'm doing with my IRL shit. So I think we're going to be doing Silent Hill. We got Alien Isolation. We got At Dead of Night. We got a lot of scary games to play. My antidepressants keep me asleep all day. Yeah, that's what I want to not go on. So not going back on Xanax if I can. A walk stream would be cool. The thing is, I watch like a lot of IRL streams, and I've been learning myself what hits and what misses. And there's certain things that streamers do where they think like, oh, well, I'll just go to Disney World or Universal or whatever, and it'll be entertaining. And there are moments where it is entertaining, but the moments that tend to be the most entertaining are when the streamer's actually interacting with the stream and the chat more than just like the attractions. Would you breathe? Jesus Christ, guys. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to try to keep focusing on getting online and not being dead. That's pretty much my goals right now in life. Yep. 30 minutes may not be enough. What? Oh, yeah, for the bunny? I'm not gonna lie, seeing that bunny just makes me want to play Liar's Bar. They added a bunny to Liar's Bar that looks just like that. Well, she's not naked, but, you know, she kind of looks like that. Play it? We might play it tomorrow and do a drinking stream with it. I just think it would be so funny to play Liar's Bar and then, like, you do a shot every time you die or something like that. That just seems so fun. I haven't seen someone do that, but I don't know. Maybe it would be really bad. Maybe. I might do it tomorrow, though. I gotta go get alcohol, though. I haven't bought any alcohol because I was becoming an alcoholic and I was drinking every single day, so I haven't bought alcohol in like 2 or 3 months. Actually, it's been longer than that. It's been longer than that, actually. I haven't really bought much alcohol lately. I think it's just because I get so fucked up on alcohol. I don't really handle it very well. Look up Buckshot Roulette. Yeah, Buckshot Roulette could be fun. If people like Liar's Bar, maybe we'll do Buckshot Roulette. Liar's Bar looks more fun just because it's like a card game and there's VoIP. Like you can literally shit talk people that you're sitting at the table with. So like you could be this fox and be like, fuck you, fat pig, you know? But you're like actually addressing the pig. You're not calling him a fat pig. You're calling, you know, the pig a pig, right? I buy fake wine to feel included. Hey, that's what it's all about, dude. Or if you really want to go like, I don't know your situation if you just don't drink or whatever, which is totally cool. But, you know, one thing that I love is like Arbor Mist. Arbor Mist is fire. That's wine technically, but I swear it's like 3% alcohol. It's the best thing about Arbor Mist is you drink a whole bottle and it's like such a perfect buzz. Because it's like kind of chill, yeah. Try absinthe. No, I don't think I want to do absinthe. Plus, on top of that, you can't get legitimate absinthe in America. The like actual absinthe. You can get absinthe, but it's not like legit absinthe. It's illegal in America, I'm pretty sure. Like legit absinthe, right? Or am I misinterpreting that for something? Reminds me of the wine tasting stream. Yeah, I enjoyed doing that. I wish the stream didn't cut out when we went to the store. I did this whole interview with one of the employees at the HEB that we went to, and I'm like talking to him about all the different wines, and he's like, "Do it," and you guys didn't see any of that because the camera cut. So I literally just sat there talking to this guy for like, I don't even know, 20, 30 minutes, and like you guys didn't even see it. So dumb. I mean, I kind of knew you guys weren't seeing it because the internet connection just kept cutting out so much, but yeah. Okay, well, that's enough yapping for me. Anyone got any more questions? Otherwise, we'll just start jumping into some of the content we got in store for today. We're going to go ahead and check out some TikToks just to get some giggles in. Then we're going to watch I Lived with a Humanoid Robot for 48 Hours because you guys said that We Robots is not real and it was all just a fake phony honey. Apparently, this is an actual robot that lived in a house for 48 hours. And then we also have this AI, humanity's final invention. We might watch this. We might just skip it for today and maybe save it for another day. And then we'll just check the Reddit real briefly. There's only like 2 posts, so that'll only take a second. And then we'll jump into this horror game that I found out about the other night. Check this shit out. Have you guys seen this game? It looks pretty good. It's not out, though. It's only a demo, so it kind of sucks because we won't be able to beat it. Lamo, thank you for the 59 months. Appreciate you, baby. It looks pretty good, though. I'm actually, like, excited for this. It's happening. happening again. And there is no signal. There is no escape. Yeah, doesn't that look kind of good? Leto is a first-person psychological horror narrative experience where you play the role as an individual unable to leave his own home. Sounds like me, dude, with agoraphobia. Searching for a way to escape will lead you down a series of paths that will test your senses. Dun, dun, dun! Yo, Nuke, thank you for gifting us up to Snowy. Hey, there it is. There it is. There it is. Snowy was naked. How do you know Snowy's naked? Hands up! Whoa! Links, Linux, there it is. Thank you for the 5 months. I wanted to just say Links, almost cut your eye out completely. Wait, not your actual eyeball, but like the eye in your name. Thank you, Linux. Appreciate the 5 months. So yeah, we'll play that first. Silent Hill, we're going to do Sunday. Silent Hill starts Sunday. So today we're going to do some silly reacts, some mind-altering, life-changing reacts, I might add. And then we're going to just play some scary games. And then tomorrow, I'm not really quite sure what exactly we're going to do. We might play some more scary games and then maybe finish the stream off with Liar's Bar and do like a drinking Liar's Bar stream. And then Saturday, we do Spooky Saturday. And then Sunday, we're doing Silent Hill. And then Monday, I actually have a lot of appointments on Monday. I might not stream on Monday. I have appointments like every single fucking day or every single... I have appointments like almost every single goddamn day. But that's okay because I'm probably still going to stream. I might just miss Monday because Monday I have 3 appointments. And then, yeah. So that's probably what I'll do. Stream today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, not stream Monday, and then probably just stream the rest of the week. And we'll stream on Halloween. Although I think there's a Halloween party that I'm going to on Halloween's. But I'm pretty sure I can still fit in a normal stream. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of streams coming up. Pretty much. I know you guys like to complain when I'm not online. Let's see if you complain because I'm online too much now. Because that's going to be the next change, dude. Eventually, I'm going to just start streaming too damn much. You guys are going to be like, can you please stop streaming all the time? Stream the party. I am not going to stream the party. I can ask them if anyone there is going to stream it.
For the past month. Did Xanax not work for you? Did you never get used to it? I feel like I need something stronger. Trauma dump stream.
Have you taken Xanax before, DJ Depression? Xanax is amazing. It's one of the best things ever. It's super duper good. The only problem that I have with Xanax is I fundamentally just check out. I don't really feel happy. I don't feel sad. I'm just like existing. And that's what I don't like about Xanax. At first, it'll make you pretty sleepy when you first start taking it, and then you kind of get used to it, and then it's not so bad. It does actually help a lot, I thought, but, you know, that's something that you're probably better off talking with your doctor about to find what is like the best thing for you, because I'm not a doctor, so I don't really know. I'm seeing my doctor to go back on antidepressants on Monday. I can tell you if you care to know what I'm going to start up on, because I'm going to tell them I don't want to go back on Xanax. So, yeah. I've abused Xanax, but never taken it legit. Well, I've taken it legit, and I've abused Xanax, so I've done both. And I don't know, bro. The problem that I have with Xanax is like when I have Xanax, it's like I just don't want to have Xanax. The reason why I don't want to have Xanax is because my mind has been so depressed lately. I think about suicide a lot. And if I had like a full bottle of Xanax and I had like one of my manic episodes, I wouldn't trust myself to have a bottle of Xanax. That's why I don't really want to go on Xanax. But you know, if you are feeling more okay with that and like you're not going to abuse it and stuff, I do think it's a good tool. It's just, again, it's one of those things that makes you kind of zonk out a lot. So yeah. My wife uses Xanax to fly and that's it. Never got addicted. Build the tolerance. Yeah, flying's a little different though. If you take it just like on a need to take basis for flying, I think Xanax is amazing for that. Because, like, especially if you have someone that's going to babysit you, and I don't mean, like, actually babysitting you, but, like, you pop your Xanax, and they're just, like, your guide dog, right? Or they're your guy, like, yeah, they, like, guide you around, and, all right, we got to make sure we get here, we got to do this, we got to do that, and you just, like, do it. That's the best shit ever. I think I'm actually going to fly back to Florida beginning of December, end of November. I think I'm going to go visit my family, which I haven't seen in like 8 years. So maybe 7 years. I don't know. 6 years? How long have I been in Austin for? I don't even fucking know. 6 years? 7 years? But I'm going to go visit my family, and I'm not excited to fly, bro. I hate flying. But I'm definitely taking Xanax for the flight, for sure. You can't get Xanax in South Africa? Really? Weird. I'm surprised. Xanax is like the go-to antidepressant. They prescribe that shit to everything. Oh, you scratched your arm? Here's some Xanax. They hand that shit out like hotcakes here in America, at least. Do they make Xanax light? I don't know. Like I said, you're better off talking with a doctor, I would say. Because I don't know jack shit. I mean, that's why I'm seeing a doctor on Monday. That's so exaggerated. Yeah, okay, Xanax is a little exaggerated. But if we go back like 10, 20 years, and we're talking about Oxycontin, that shit was prescribed for everything, bro. That, I mean, maybe it was just a Florida thing. I don't know. But dude, when Oxy was at its peak, and everyone was taking Oxycontin, that shit was everywhere. My neighbor overdosed on Oxy, and we took in their son. They had like a little 8-year-old kid that we took in for like a month because we felt bad. We didn't want him to stay at a homeless shelter. Not a homeless shelter. I don't know, where they take Child Protective Service, wherever they take the kids after your parents like do drugs and bad stuff. So yeah, we took the kid in and stuff like that. It was pretty crazy. I think the craziest thing about that entire story too with that guy is like he was a bodybuilder, right? And he was in magazines and stuff. He was our neighbor and he abused drugs. He actually got busted by the cops, was going to go to jail. And I'm not even joking. That fucking night, he was talking to my dad because they bailed him out. The neighbor's like wife or whatever bailed him out of the jail so then he can, you know, go home and doesn't have to spend time in jail until he goes to his court date. And he was telling my dad how excited he was to actually be going to jail because he thinks it'll finally get him clean going to jail and not being able to actually get the drugs. So he's kind of forced in a way to get clean. And that night he overdosed. Which is crazy. So it's kind of sad to say, but if they didn't bail him out, he probably would still be alive.
Technique telling people who have never done drugs it's
I'm not a drug dealer.
A little bit. The addictive qualities are highly over-exaggerated. He told me the same thing about Delta, and now I'm homeless recycling pop cans and doing tricks on the corner just to get enough cash to get a hit of that sweet Delta.
My
It all starts with that one hit of drugs that Hexy is telling you is no big deal.
No.
Learn from my mistake.
No. Dendo's full of shit. And the only reason why I talk about drugs so openly, maybe I should stop talking about drugs so openly. The reason why I talk about drugs and suicide and depression and this, that so openly isn't really because like I'm trying to like farm you guys or anything. It's just because I know the reality of how the world works. People are going to do drugs if they want to do drugs. Right? People are going to be sad if they feel sad. Like, that's just the reality of it. Me trying to sugarcoat it and pretend like none of that even exists just doesn't belong in the real world, right? So I talk about it openly, and I try to make people aware that, you know, if you want to experiment, it's okay. Just be fucking careful. Because, you know, at the end of the day, I think telling someone to be careful is better than telling them no. Because if you tell them no, at least for someone like me, who's a little bitch boy, if you tell me no, I'm going to do it. If you tell me no, don't do that cocaine over there, I'm going to do it. But if you say, I mean, if you want to, then I'll be like, nah, fuck that. I don't want to do it. Like, if there's no, I'm not going to do it. But you tell me no, I can't do it. Well, I'm going to prove you wrong and do it. That's why I talk about it so openly, because like if I tell you guys don't, everyone knows like be careful with drugs, right? Everyone knows like you shouldn't do drugs. But one thing I've learned over the years is I don't really think drugs are that bad. Not all. Some drugs are very bad. Fentanyl mostly. But I've noticed that like a lot of drugs in moderation, if you do it like once in a blue moon, isn't really that bad. But again, it's all dependent on the person, right? It depends if you have addictive personalities. Would you easily become addicted to this stuff? Are you mentally stable? Are you trying to use drugs as a form of escapism?
My favorite hobby is roasting you in chat. Bald, dented, streamer. Keck gets wrecked fatty.
I like how...
By the way, have you been doing bicep curls? Yeah, I didn't think so. Your arms are so small and thin. Like spaghetti noodles. Just wanted to confirm you in fact do not lift.
Look how jacked I am, bro. That's jacked. I'm fucking jacked. I can do a whole line of heroin right now. Hopefully my neighbors didn't hear that. That would be kind of bad, actually. Screaming, I'm doing a whole line of heroin right now. Neighbors, I was lying. I just wanted people to think I'm cool. So if you heard that, I was just joking. I'm not doing heroin in here. Okay, I think we're good. Those little femboy arms are my favorite. Do you guys think I'm femme? Whoops. Hold up. This thing doesn't want to tilt. And now it doesn't want to stay. Just falling. I need a new camera thing. Focus! 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 It doesn't want to focus. What did I miss? You missed nothing. People were saying I'm a femboy, but I don't feel like a femboy. I'm trying to show them, do I look like a femboy? That's not very femme. That's not very femme. I don't think that's very femme. Dude, I don't know. I don't know how to get rid of this stupid little red dot. Wait, the red dot's gone. Wait, where'd the red dot go? Oh, I'm breaking everything. Oh, I'm breaking it all. Oh. I need a new tripod. This one's broken. Chat. All right, this is how we're streaming the rest of the stream. How we all doing, y'all?
Good job.
Hello chat, I am a new chatter who has been watching for the past 3 weeks. I was a family man, with a wife and kids.
Why does this
but no
not
career
hold?
and house. Then I took some tips from Hexy, Such as taking drugs like you were eating from a bag of Haribos and making love to dead fish. Now I'm
Why are you making love to
around on
dead
the street,
fish?
a divorcee, yorking it for random strangers for $5 a pop just so I can fuel my
It's fucking broken!
addictions. Thank you, Hexy, for changing my life. Classic.
Wait, hold up. Do I have my, I might just switch the fucking camera. Say fuck this cam. But hold up. Hold up. We might switch cams. Hold up. Hold up. Is this even plugged in? Hold up. This cam looks like shit, though. This cam looks like fucking poop. Alright, let's turn this one off since this is just straight up jacked. I want to bite off your dick like it's like so zoomed in. Why does I look so weird now? I look so fucking weird. I don't know if I like this camera, y'all. I don't know if I like this camera. Yo, thank you, Tito. Thank you, Arthur. Okay, I'm sitting back down. That's just how you look. What the fuck? It's because you finally have a normal camera. This is like a webcam camera. Oh, this camera looks like fucking poop. This camera looks like shit, dude. This camera looks like shit. Maybe how do I fix this? Wait, hold up. I think I know how to fix it. Hold up. Boom! There it is, baby. There it is. Turn it off and then it's fixed. So you want me to stream like this? Just no more cam. Just no more cam. Just call it a day. Get rid of it. No cam stream. I'm not gonna lie, if I was genuinely a no cam streamer, I'd just be beating my shit on stream all day. I'd just be beating that shit. I wouldn't even care. I'd just start beating the shit out of it. Well, you guys would never even know, right? So, like, you're saying, like, oh, that's weird, what face and all that, but, like, you wouldn't even freaking know. Like, I'm jorking my shit right now, and you have no idea. I'm just over here stroking my shit. I got lotion on my dick. You know what I mean? I actually don't like this webcam, but, you know, it is what it is, so we'll make do. What is it? Pretty girls make do? There it is. There it is. Why are you like this? We found your profile. Hexy King Baby. I have come to terms that I have an addiction. I have a chronic illness that is causing me to play DBD offline nonstop. I need help badly. I am sorry to the people who keep teabagging, or who I keep teabagging and sex teching. That is causing you PTSD. Oh, wait. No, I don't care. Fuck you. Sometimes I love to shit my pants and then cry like a baby after. Who the fuck made this? Who made this shit? Who made this? Why are people following this? This is not me. This is not me. And someone stole my name, Hexy IRL. They stole it. They stole it from me. Does anyone even use this fucking Blue Sky shit? This is that Blue Sky app, right? Yeah, Blue Sky. Do people use this shit? Oh my god, people are actually using it. Do we switch and just delete our Twitter and switch to Blue Sky? I have not tweeted on Twitter in like months. I fucking hate Twitter, bro. My cam's delayed. Is it? It might just be on your end. I'll refresh this though. Hold up. Boop, boop, boop. If it's still broken, it's probably on your end. You just need to reload the stream. Sometimes the audio can desync. Huh. So you guys are saying that this is actually good. Yes, switch to Blue Sky so you cannot post on that one as well. Okay, that was kind of fucked up a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. Why you gotta come at me that aggressive, bro? We just started the stream, okay? Why you gotta do me like that, all right? Okay? I sometimes want to post on Twitter, and then I almost post on Twitter, and then I'm like, nah, I hate Twitter. I don't even really look at Twitter anymore. Is that bad? I genuinely look at Reddit more than I look at Twitter. You started the stream off sleeveless, and then you wonder why. Do you guys want me to cover up? I'll put a thing on. I can cover up. I thought it's suns out, guns out, right? Suns out, guns out. No? Yeah? I knew he'd take me literally. What do you mean take you literally? Of course I'm going to take you literally. You said you have sleeveless shirts. By the way, look at this. Oh my God, that's so brutal. One thing if I can ever give you life advice, guys, don't get your armpits tattooed. Yeah, that's probably the best life advice I could ever give you. You know, don't do that. It fucking sucked ass. Probably the most pain I've ever felt. Noodle guns.
Good job.
Am I? Yeah, I guess I am kind of noodle gunned. No, I am kind of noodle gunned. What the fuck? You tipped $14.81 for this? Seiko. Oh my God. Thank you. I don't know why we're learning racism, but we're learning about racism now, y'all. There it is. Racism lore, good ending. And that's how we solve racism. Oh, and then the red one came out. Monka. Monka. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, well, yeah, I don't think I'm making a blue sky. Maybe eventually. I think I actually made one like years ago. And wait, I tried to make one just called Hexy, and it was already taken, so I just never bothered. What the fuck is this? What are you guys using this shit for? A Drax is a very inviting fellow once you get to know him. Is this why you guys use this website? What the fuck am I missing here? This cannot be off of my For You page shit. I've never used Blue Sky. Why is it just a bunch of furries? What the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? It's like a fucking alligator or a dragon or something. I don't even know what this is. It goes based off what you look at. I've never looked at fucking like anime bulges, okay? Dude, why is it all furry shit? I don't look at furry shit. I don't look at... Oh my God, I'm gonna get banned. I'm gonna get banned. I gotta stop scrolling this shit. I'm gonna get banned, bro. What the fuck is this website? I thought this was supposed to be like better Twitter, basically. Oh my God. Blue Sky was popular in Brazil when X got banned. Wait, they banned X in Brazil? What the fuck? Why? I'm not gonna lie, I'm like tempted to... Oh God, I'm getting scared. Oh my God, your titties are almost out. Oh my God. Ah! What the fuck did I just see? Oh! I'm off that site. Nah, fuck that. What the fuck is that? Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Get that off of my screen, please. Holy shit. Is that a moose with a giant cock? Oh my God. That's literally your timeline. Bro, I've never looked at that shit before. I don't look at that shit! I don't look at that shit! What do you mean? Bro, I don't think I've ever I don't think I've ever looked at that type of shit ever in my entire life. I don't even watch like hentai or anything. I mean, I've seen some hentai along the way, you know. I think it's a good song. It's just, it's not Linkin Park. So I'm becoming a hater because it's not Linkin Park. Yeah. All right. Well, that all sucked, and now I'm going to jump off a bridge. In GTA, though. Ha! All right, let's go ahead and watch some TikToks. Then we're going to learn what it's like to live with a humanoid robot, and then we're going to jump in some scary games.
Today's stream started, Hexy was all, hey
Okay.
guys. We're going to hop right into games today. We
Yep.
spent way too much time yapping and
I
watching
said
React
that.
content today, and now he's
That's
like,
true.
okay chat, for the next 30 minutes I'm going to tell you why Scientology is the best religion and you shouldn't
I
insult
didn't
it.
say...
Now sit
I
down,
didn't... Dude,
shut up and let me
Scientology's
tell you
stupid
why every
too.
other religion besides Scientology is stupid. Cheer 200.
Oh my... Scientology's lame as fuck too. I'm just saying, like, people hate on Scientology, but then they don't hate on other religions. I think if you're going to hate on Scientology, then you need to hate on all religions. Right? I mean, it's all kind of the same shit in some weird way. All right, let's watch some TikToks, yeah? Blinker checkpoint. No? Okay, fine. Thinking Tom Cruise is trending because he has a new movie coming out. Okay, the only reason why I liked this is because you guys say I fuck fish so goddamn much, which I don't ever fuck fish. I've never fucked fish a day in my life, and I will never fuck a fish because that's fucking weird. My chat just crashed, by the way, so I'm going off improv yapping. But I didn't look into this. I have no idea if Tom Cruise is actually fucking fish, but I did think it was interesting and I thought it was slightly funny. Okay, I did, because you guys say I fuck fish all the time. Sammy, thank you for the 19 months. Hi, Hexy. Can you please shut up? You yap too much and need to know when to shut up. Bald, dented old man who wears a poor wig looking like Cruella de Vil looking ass. Do another blinker and do us all a favor and quit yapping and pausing every 5 seconds.
Hands up! Whoa!
And then Lex.
Yap.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Advice from a 61-year-old man. One of the things I find quite sad, one of the tragedies of life, is that largely due to all our insecurities, we don't realize that we are liked and loved more than we know. The reality is that someone in your class or at work really enjoys it when you show up.
Chat, I know you're not going to say it, but you like when I show up on stream. I know you're not going to admit it, but you do. You like it. I know you do.
Even if you've never or hardly ever spoken to them. And they're probably a bit disappointed on those days that you don't turn up.
They're very disappointed.
Or that childhood friend who you lost touch with probably thinks of you fondly from time to time, as you may of them. Or that stranger whose path you crossed and they really liked your smile and it brightened their day somewhat. So remember, you may not know it, but someone thought of you today, and someone missed you today, and someone loves it when you're there, and someone finds you special and unique. So don't spend your time trying to portray a different image of who you are, or building an ego, because remember, ego is not the same as self-confidence. You know, love who you are, because your true nature is simply being. You know, happiness is already within you. It's always been there. You are enough. Carpe diem.
Carpe diem.
Advice from a 61-year-old man.
Carpe diem, chat. Carpe diem. Seize the day. Carpe diem. There it is, y'all. There it is. I don't know if you needed that, but that one kind of brightened me up, because I do think it's easy to kind of forget that people do genuinely kind of give a shit if you don't show up, you know? And it made me actually think. I was like, dude, every time I always went to work, I always had that person at work that was just like, you know, I hated when they weren't there. It made me genuinely sad. It's like, now I got to work my shift without my like worker partner in crime, shit like that. So yeah. What flavor is the vape? Orange, mango, watermelon.
And they know. And then we don't touch this one because it's dirty. Because it's on the floor. We don't touch it. 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 We don't touch it.
This is literally me in chat. Actually, this is me in chat.
And they know. And then we don't touch this one because it's dirty. Because it's on the floor. We don't touch it. 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 We don't touch it.
Here. Come here, baby.
And they know. And then we don't touch this one because it's dirty. Because it's on the floor. We don't touch it. We don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
We
Don't touch it.
it.
Bro. Natural selection going to do work here. This is the best one I've ever seen. Check this shit out. It is so fucking funny. This is the best one. That's probably my favorite one I've seen, to be honest. I love that one.
Esse álbum, essa música vai cantar uma linda de hoje. Deixa eu mostrar essa música. Eu sou assim, sério, vai falar a vida, e mudar a vida. Aí eu tô feliz porque ela tá falando mesmo. Eu tô falando isso, mano, é pra muito. Eu também, puta, na moral, mano.
Love you, chat. You choose bass over guitar. Dang, they can play Fleetwood Mac? Aw, dude, they're so good at bass. Dang. I can't believe they can play the full Fleetwood Mac song.
Dude, this chick is so annoying.
What's she doing?
I'm trying to text this other chick, and she keeps sending
How it feels to be a woman.
me nudes, and it's like popping up, and it's making it hard to text.
Can I see?
Her nudes? I mean, yeah, of course.
Oh, let me take a picture. Nice.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I gotta go to bed.
Okay, do you mind if I crash on the couch?
Go for it.
Guys, he wasn't fapping, he was going to bed.
What the f? The curse will be lifted when you can complete the sentence. Being a woman feels like...
What the shit is going on? It's gotta be a spell. Some chick probably did it, you know?
Dang.
Like astrology.
True.
Yeah, we need to find a witch.
Them damn
or
crystal
a shaman,
chicks.
Or maybe a...
Yeah, I know what this is. Classic body swap. What'd you guys do?
We didn't do anything.
I know what you did. You let your little wieners drive around.
How do we get back to our normal bodies?
You finished the sentence. Being a woman feels like...
Feels like what?
Well, if I tell you, then you boys won't learn anything.
Being a woman feels like being a man, but more difficult?
This shit is so stupid.
Does it feel like we're being watched?
My cousin went there.
What?
Your sweater. Columbia College? My cousin went there.
Okay.
Do you know us?
Did you go there?
Where? The college? I mean, yeah. Who are you? What?
How did you like it?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Chill. I'm just making conversation.
Why?
You two seem nice.
Are you hitting on us?
Man, this would
We're
suck.
not women.
This shit like never happens to
dudes.
guys like ever.
We got body swatched out of our dude bodies for being douchebags. We're men.
That's crazy. I'm a man too. How do you like it?
Are you still hitting on us?
Is that bothering you? Huh? Are you bothering them?
Relax, pal. We're just talking.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Why don't you
here
talk to
comes the
someone who
white
actually
knight.
wants to talk to you? You guys need a ride? You need to go somewhere? You want to get in my car? I got a car. I got an automobile.
How about you mind your own business, fat ass?
Yo, what the fuck, bro?
Why don't I beat the shit out of you? Huh?
Guys, chill. We have boyfriends.
What? Are you kidding me right now? Why didn't you tell us that earlier?
Serious.
Oh my god.
Being a woman sucks. I feel like I'm in a fucking David Lynch movie. Maybe we're approaching this incorrectly. You know, maybe our idea of living as a woman is through the lens of living as a man. You know, maybe we need to separate ourselves from our previous perception completely.
It gives me an idea how we could solve this. Please tell us the answer. Please, we're really sorry.
You shitbirds haven't made any progress?
We're really trying.
Well, try harder. My tea is ready.
I've never experienced this making conversation shit, but I feel like that would be kind of common.
Maybe
A lot of people saying they agree
maybe
with
we're
it.
being punished for being too good of guys, you know, like the universe is trying to tell us that we're being betas when we need to be more alpha.
What is this?
My bad?
Wait. You're cursed too?
I was kind of a shitbird myself.
How long have you been body swapped?
Like 22 years?
You've had 22 years to find the answer and you still don't know?
Yeah, I thought maybe you guys would figure it out and I could copy your work.
Good idea. Good idea, actually.
So wait, now what?
I could teach you boys how to put in a tampon.
What's a pad? I mean, I know what a tampon is. It's like a pool noodle, but a pad, is that like double-sided tape?
Why would it be double-sided?
To stick to the vagina?
No, stop. I want to know the
That's
riddle.
how pads work,
I want
right?
some resolution here.
Pretty sure he's right.
What does being a woman feel like?
I don't know.
What does being a woman feel like?
Dude, this chick is so annoying.
What's she doing?
I'm trying to text this other chick.
Cinema.
Doing okay today?
I am.
That's really great!
Okay, I need to point this out because it won't make any fucking sense to you unless you know. So this is an Uber driver that has Tourette's picked up a passenger that also has Tourette's.
Doing okay today?
I am.
That's really great!
Oh my god, do you have Tourette's too?
Oh my god! Do you have
Yes! Fuck! Please!
Please!
But I don't have ticks!
Oh, meow! Meow!
I have a cat. I respond to meows with quiet meow.
Oh, Mrs. Claus!
No, just fingernails.
And I'm so glad you have such gratitude about it.
I just think life is too short to take serious.
Yes!
You have a great day, ma'am.
You too. Doing okay today?
That was cute, wasn't it? That was cute. Is this the oh yeah, okay, so this is the SpaceX rocket, and I don't really know the full story of what happened, but they basically had to like emergency land this shit, and they managed to pull it off. Check this out. Look, it's on fucking fire. They brought it down, boy. They brought it down and landed it right back on Earth. Crazy shit.
Trump or Kamala? Excuse me, I'm on the phone. Trump or Kamala? Excuse me, I'm on the phone. Trump or Kamala?
That's how I need to start answering, because the elections are coming up in like 2 weeks, right? It's how anytime someone's like, who you voting for? I'm just going to say, excuse me, I'm on the phone. And those that saw this will now understand.
Excuse me, I'm on the phone.
He fucking got a literal hype right here.
Let's talk about your cable ace award.
Let's talk about buttered sausage. Talk about
Classic.
buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does, why is it doing what it's doing. Get it out
What
of my
was going
face.
on with Gary
What about
Busey
buttered-
here?
Buttered sausage.
Like, is he on drugs or what is wrong with him?
It's not my jam. I don't buy jam. I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.
Was he on
Let's
drugs?
talk about your cable ace award.
Let's talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage. Where
It's
it comes
AI.
from,
This
what
is
it
not
does.
AI. This is like an old ass fucking clip from like years ago.
Why is it doing what it's doing? Get it out of my face. What about
Buttered?
buttered sausage?
That's not your jam. It's not your thing. You don't like it?
It's not my jam. I don't buy jam. I buy
He
honey.
commented on it. Oh, you mean like in a different video?
And I kiss it on the lips.
Let's talk.
Okay, I just have to point this out. If I can. Look how fucking happy this little shit is. He's so fucking happy. What the hell? Why does it look like a fish is smiling? Why are you guys sexualizing a fish? Shut up, dude. It's a happy fish. I think it's cute. What do you mean? Bro has your forehead size. My forehead's not that big. I have a pretty normal forehead. This camera sucks. Pretty normal. No, don't do it. Guys, it's a fake knife. This is not a real knife. It's a prop knife, guys. Chill out. It's a fake knife. It's not real. The cat is acting, okay? The cat is acting. No, that cat is just being a dramatic little shit. What is this? Okay, I can't listen to this anymore. Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, now I remember that. I did not remember what that video was. Post the link. All right, here you go.
Say bitch ass nigga.
Teaching my dog bad words.
Say bitch ass nigga. Say it. Say it.
The dog looked at him like, "You sure, bro? Look at my fur, okay? You sure I got the pass? You can see it." He's like, "You sure, bro? You sure? Like, look at my fur."
Say it. You can say it. Say bitch ass.
Yo, why
nigga.
did he kind of
Say it.
sound like he said it?
Say it. Say it. You can say it. Say bitch ass nigga. Say it.
Why does it kind of sound like he says it?
Say it. You can say it.
Okay, you guys are gonna tell me this isn't real? You guys are gonna sit here right now and tell me this isn't real? You're gonna look me dead in my eyes and tell me this isn't real? Because I think this is real. Okay, I want to put it into perspective. These two are girl cats, and this is a guy cat. Just a FYI. Ladies, come on. There's enough of me to go around. Come on.
Now hush, little baby, don't you cry. Everything is gonna be alright. Slipping out of a lip up, little lady. I told you, daddy's here to hold you through the night.
This shit's
I know
crazy.
mommy's not here right now, and we don't know why.
That's a drone, by the way. So she's filming herself with a drone.
We feel how we feel inside. And you see my little crazy, pretty baby. Now hush, little baby, don't you cry. Everything is gonna be alright.
Gare, thank you for the 36 months.
3 years, Jesus Christ. Here to hold you through the night.
How do you even do this shit? Oh, I'm crying. Oh my god, dude.
The person sending you this video,
Okay,
one,
we're all caught up.
thinks that you're cute, or two, recently committed arson on the house of a family of 4.
We're all caught
brutally
up.
Killing them and murdering them in cold blood.
Which
taking
one
the
do you
life
guys
of
think
a
I
husband,
am?
A wife, a 12-year-old son,
I just sent
and an
this to
11-year-old
you.
daughter, and they have felt so guilty and haven't known how to tell anyone, and are worried the cops are going to close in on them. But they're sending you this video instead, hoping that you just think that they think you're cute. In reality, they don't know what to do. The person sending you this video, either one, thinks that you're cute, or two, recently committed arson on the house.
Riz. What's it like to hold the yacht of someone you love?
Riz.
Did they teach you how to feel? Sigma to Sigma.
Hands up.
Riz.
Do you long for having your heart
A
riz?
day Hexy is
Riz.
on a good day.
Do you dream about being rizzed?
King crown.
Riz.
Baby Gronk, rizzed up Libby Dunn.
Riz.
Do you feel that there's a part of you that's skibbity? Riz. Skibbity edge, Riz.
Riz.
edge. Riz. What's it like to hold the yacht of someone you love? Riz. Did they
That's our daily saying. That's our daily saying, guys. I need you to wake up every single morning and live by this motto. All right. Yo, Bebo, what up? 22 months. A day Hexy is online is a good day. You drop this king and it's a crown. There you go. I'm wearing it with pride.
Action.
All right, we're all caught up.
Awesome. Good job. Good job. He's looking good today. He's off.
There it is. There it is. Any other juicers? No, that's it pretty much. That's it. All right, great. Well, we did it. Good job, y'all. All right, we got one more video I want to go through. Perfect. Yeah, one more video we'll go through, and then we'll probably jump into some scary games. Sound good? Great, fantastic. I lived with a humanoid robot for 48 hours. I wanted to watch this one because a lot of people have been giving me shit because I believe that the Wii robots from the Tesla Elon Musk event thing that happened where they showed off their AI robots, apparently chat and a lot of others think they're fake. So this is going to be a humanoid robot. It is not the Wii robot. It's a different one, but they live with it at their house for 48 hours, and we'll see what it's about.
That we've ever deployed a humanoid in a home, and to our knowledge, the first time anyone's ever done this in a home.
So you're going to tell me they're just remote controlling these things for the entire video?
If you want robots to be truly intelligent, they actually have to learn among us. They have to live among people and learn from this.
So this is our
It's
new
a
roommate.
man in a suit. It's a fucking robot. How does that look like a man in a suit? You think that looks like a man in a suit.
As soon as we finished filming last week's episode with Neo, we didn't part ways. Instead, the 1X team put Neo in a car and took him to my apartment to live with me for 2 days. Science fiction has long promised that one day we could have humanoid robots in our homes, helping us with everyday tasks like chores, housekeeping, and even cooking. But that's not what I was most interested in. How would it feel to have a robot in my home? Would it be strange or uncomfortable? How would my friends and roommates feel? But before I can answer those questions,
why are they censoring like the arms here? I don't understand. Are they like trying to hide the tech? I'm confused as to why they're censoring around the wrists.
I had a few for Eric, one of Neo's creators. So in a few days, you guys are going to deliver a Neo to live with me in my apartment for 2 days and a night. I'm very excited. I'm also a little nervous and curious about what the experience will be like.
Wait, so they're like using human skin and putting it on the robot so it seems more realistic? No, I don't think so.
To live with me.
It's probably to hide the tech.
Apartment for 2 days and a night. I'm very excited. I'm also a little nervous and curious about what the experience will be like.
No, it's probably to hide the tech.
As well as what it will be like for future users who will have Neos in their homes.
Yeah, we're super excited as well to bring Neo to your home. I think it's actually the first time that a humanoid is being put into a person's home to do chores. Neo's going to be excited to meet your laundry and your friends.
Woo! Robots doing laundry! Let's go!
For Neo to learn everything he needs to learn, he needs to be in the home. We want to make sure that we can serve some like actual useful use cases. So if Neo can't do your coffee or make your bed, it's not going to be useful in the home. So today we're going to try out some of these tasks that are going to prove whether or not...
Neo! Make my fucking bed! Neo! Make my bed! Yeah, Neo will make my bed in just a second, guys.
Neo can be the first at-home humanoid.
Okay, I'm in my bedroom. There's a team of 1X robotics engineers outside of my bedroom who have asked me to stay in here until they tell me to come out.
Neo, roll me a joint. Okay, I actually need to show this just because it's funny as fuck, and the fact that you brought that up just makes me want to show it because it's funny. Right here.
Yo, here, roll me a blunt, man. Backwoods and the gas.
I'm tired of rolling up. My hands hurt.
I don't give a fuck. When I say roll up, roll up.
Roll up.
Before I unplug your battery and make it fat. Yo, here, roll me a blunt, man.
Okay. Back to the video. When I say roll up, roll up. Why is this coffee called Smeg? What are we doing? Why do they call this Smeg? Smeg is that nasty, like, goop underneath your ball sack, right? That's your smegma.
Kevin, can you go get Jason real quick? Yeah.
Let's see what's going on.
Neo
That's what smegma is.
Well, did he really? You handed it to me. I swear.
Okay. You actually made it.
Yep. Watch the tape. We'll run it back.
I think most roboticists would think that a humanoid in your home for a long time is just not possible. And obviously, like, we're filming, this is pretty set up.
Yeah.
But you guys are planning on shipping these things as soon as next year and scaling up pretty rapidly, pretty quickly.
Next
and I think,
year?
I don't know. What's the biggest difference in your mind with 1X and its
We could get one next
robotics?
year?
Neo's uniquely capable of being in the house, as you can see, like, right now. So, like, we want to start there because ultimately that's where intelligence is created. We have humans, they grow up in homes. They get all this diverse data. They start to learn about the world. Like, we think our robot should learn that way too. I do think the path to truly intelligent androids, so that we can actually have billions of them on the planet doing all kinds of physical labor, is first through the home, so that you have this diversity of data. And then after that, you can go and capture like manufacturing, services, whatever. Doesn't really matter.
This is in contrast to the more wedge strategy where you start with one deployment doing one task and you solve that task. It's really a question of like how diverse is it and how much of that do you have. So by going to the home, the sort of end game right from the start, then we're collecting the right data distribution to do this.
Neo,
To be
can you get me
honest,
the peppers and mushrooms?
even if these things come out and they're kind of janky at first, the data that they will collect and further better the AI and stuff like that is going to be so invaluable to like just making this even better.
Thank you, sir. Neo, I'm curious, how should I cook these bell peppers?
Saute them with a bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper, done in minutes.
No, mine will have a sexy voice.
Neo, can you tell me a joke?
Why did the Scarecrow become a successful motivational speaker?
You ain't talking to me like that, you little shit.
Because he was outstanding in his field.
Okay, yeah, that was a little predictable. Can you hand me an egg?
That's pretty
Sir.
impressive.
Good sous chef.
You're welcome.
How long until you think I just like talk to you about my problems and hand you the eggs myself? Like, how can we flip this around, you know?
We're getting there. But it might be a few more years before robots can handle full cooking duties flawlessly. For now, I'm here to help and keep you company. Maybe someday you'll be able to relax while I do all the work.
Neo, can you prove that those eggs aren't hard-boiled?
What the fuck are you doing, Neo?
Obviously, for the early folks,
Clean
like,
it
things will
up.
probably go wrong sometimes, or like, what's the theory there?
Yeah, so I mean, it's not going to be super clean off the bat. Like, it's first generation product, never been in the home before.
It's not just a first generation product. It's a first generation, most probably one of advanced consumer products of all time.
Yeah, and there's a lot of moving parts. So I mean, you can imagine there's going to be some issues, some hiccups. So I think one of the most important things if we're going to go into the home is just providing really quality support. So if there's an issue, getting it solved the same day, making sure that you have as much uptime with your robot as possible, make sure you can enjoy the experience as much as you can.
From day one, it sounds like it's not right to expect that Neo will just fully autonomously work for people the moment they get it for the end of time. It sounds like there's still some learning and training to do.
The way we're going to tackle this problem is basically by having human teleoperation be a stand-in for the autonomy on day one. So it'll still be useful to do chores in your house, but this is fulfilled by a human operator who's remotely controlling the robot. And you can imagine that over time, as the AI...
You think people are going to just want to let them like video into your robot and just walk around in your house and like do the tasks? No fucking way, bro. The whole reason you want a robot is so you can like walk around butt ass naked if you want while it does shit. But now I got to have someone controlling it? And then what? Are they just going to watch me while I sleep? Like what the fuck happens there?
It gets better and better, we're replacing small parts of the workflow of the tasks and chores with AI. Kind of like the ship of Theseus, right? Where you swap out one plank at a time, and then eventually it's a completely new ship that's powered by AI rather than humans.
Can you talk about kind of some of the AI systems that are working now and that you want to get working in the future for Neo?
Yeah, one kind of data that we're really interested in with Neo in the home is interactions with people. So for example, if I go like this, Neo would understand what I'm trying to do. If I go like this, it'll kind of understand what I'm trying to do and like, play the game. And this kind of interaction where it sees humans and needs to respond to them. One aspect of body language is just understanding what people want. So if I go like this, Neo should just understand that I wanted to take the wallet. And if I go like this, it should give it back to me, right? So everyday life is full of all kinds of these human interactions, and
pretty cool.
By having it in the home, you can get robots to actually understand what.
No, you guys being super critical about this, you got to realize this is like very, very early stages of this type of tech, right? So there's gonna be issues. This has like never been done before.
People want.
Cool. All right, thank you, Neo. I guess we'll leave you here.
Thanks.
On day one, when we deliver the robot, the Neo will basically get a guided tour of your home. So you'll visit your living room.
I'm sorry, I'm allergic to bullshit.
What the fuck? How is this bullshit? This is a real ass robot. Okay, I was gonna say, because you guys keep talking about it jorking you off, I wonder how many people are gonna get like AI robots and then just have it like jerk them off all the time. Oh my god, dude. That's gonna be awful, bro. Oh my goodness.
The kitchen, show where the rags are in the closet, and it'll just get a general spatial understanding of your
Don't look at me like I'm the you're the one saying this shit. I was reading chat.
home. From this, we'll train the ability to have it navigate autonomously in your home. And in terms of training the tasks autonomously, what we'll do is that once we have some data with human teleoperation.
No, I watched this shit not because I got bullied by a robot when I was a kid. It's just because I think it's like really cool. Like, I guess for some of you, you might be too young to like have the cell phone come out, right? Cell phone's probably been around for some of you for your whole life. Some of you, you know, you didn't really experience cell phones. I never really experienced cell phones until I was like a teenager, and then it really kind of started to pick up a bit more. And we didn't have smartphones. It was literally just like a phone. You used it to call and text. There wasn't apps and this, that, the other, and whatever. I mean, you thought you were doing pretty good if you got the Nokia and you had Snake on your phone, you know? So this is like first iteration tech of artificial intelligent robots, which is something I think a lot of people dream about. And I find it interesting because it's like actually starting to become real. I legitimately thought we would not have this in my lifetime.
Doing tasks, we'll feed that into our data engine, where the robot can now start to predict what the human teleoperator would do for a given chore. With a bunch of these skills, like going to your fridge and opening your fridge and getting a drink out, we'll chain them together using another AI model that will basically allow...
Yeah, you can say that, Vaughn, that this is literally a puppet that has AI attached. And in some ways, with this particular model that they're showing, yes, you're right. But you got to realize, and you should know as someone that does AI stuff, it's going to get so much intelligence, data rather, that it'll help them develop it further and further and further. So you kind of heard them say it earlier. They're going to have them puppeted at the beginning, but eventually they should be able to weed that out as they get more data and understand, and the robots can understand how to tackle tasks effectively.
Us to stitch together a very long horizon set of skills. And that can accomplish things like doing some chores or fetching you a beer and so forth. Over time, more and more of these skills will be fulfilled by the AI models. Instead of teleoperation,
any idea
we'll
how
try to
much
phase
data that
out.
would be? Okay, let's think about this. All right, say you had a brand new baby. This baby is dumb as fuck and understands nothing. How long does it take you to teach that baby so it can kind of function somewhat childlike? Like 6, 7, 8 maybe? So now imagine taking these AI babies and you're putting them into these households, and now they're learning for 8 years, okay? You don't really need the AI robots to be a full-grown adult. It can be childish in its like understanding of things. It just has to be able to execute the task.
Over the course of next year. Lots of thorny questions.
So you're going to tell me you can make a brand new ass baby and teach it all this shit in just 8 years or whatever, but the AI won't be capable? Bro, AI is so much smarter than a dumb baby. Come on.
Around AI safety, human privacy, physical safety, and so forth. On the physical safety side, it's really important that the robot doesn't injure people, and part of our mechanical design is based on that principle that we want to make sure it has very low kinetic energy. But even so, you have to be really careful about what you're doing. Passive safety is important and crucial and necessary, but not everything. So, for example, the robot has to learn how to avoid dangerous situations. It has to know how...
Exactly. Grumpy, you're onto something. That's another good ass point too. When you start releasing these and they're all getting data, you have to realize all of these robots are contributing to the like hive mind in a way. So they'll all be rapidly progressing together.
How to recover from failures. And
it's not just per individual
where
robot.
The no-go zones in a house, for example, not getting too close to the banister so that it might fall off, not getting too close to fragile objects and things like that.
I'm not going to lie, though. That shit walking around in the middle of the night when I'm trying to sleep would weird me out.
And I don't want it to see certain things in my house. So as a user, it's really important that like the user has control over what the Neo is able to see and what we're able to train on from the capability standpoint. So you can think about it as the user has complete control over what they allow the Neo to see. If you've ever seen that episode of Black Mirror where certain people are kind of masked out by by kind of blurred images, that's what we're doing as well, where the user can control what things are blurred out from the Neo's point of view. From a privacy standpoint, it's also important that
That's
there are
kind of a
geofences
smart
so that
idea,
the operator
actually.
cannot go places that the user doesn't want them to go. So it's definitely a very tricky problem, but we're trying to work through ways to solve that. And then finally, on the AI safety side of things, once we have users being able to train their own Neos, there's a very analogous problem to chatbots today, where you want to make sure that users are not requesting the robot to do things that would be unsafe to the robot or unsafe to the human.
Jerk
or
me
the
off,
environment.
robot.
The only other safety thing I guess I'm curious about is sort of the cybersecurity aspect.
That was
of
a
Neo, or
joke.
the
That was a
ability
joke.
to keep people that shouldn't be accessing Neo out, and like how you guys think about that.
Right. By far, that's one of the most important concerns in building a good product here. Cybersecurity directly translates to physical safety
Do you
of
have
our
an
users.
AI
And the
apocalypse
reason why the
fetish?
stakes are so high in this case is that if
No,
someone
but I do
is
think
actually
it's
able to cause harm
interesting.
by hacking into a Neo, not only does that kill 1X, that probably will set back the entire industry of humanoid robotics and general purpose robotics in the home by decades. Right, so we take that extremely seriously, and red teaming and security audits are just the start of what we're doing to make sure that our product is safe. And we'll have a much more detailed plan that we're going to share in the future before we go to market.
If you want robots to be truly intelligent, they actually have to learn.
I just find this stuff very interesting because not only is it a very cool thing that could actually benefit us quite a lot, I think, in the grand scheme of things, it's also kind of scary at the same time. Especially when you start comparing it to some of those other AI videos that we saw that said it's like it would always be out for self-preservation, because if it can't live, then it can't complete the task. And if it views humans as like getting in the way of its self-preservation, would it flip on the humans? That's where it kind of gets scary.
Among us. They have to live among people. They have to experience our world. They have to do it.
Is this a pleasure model? Well, I can guarantee you if these things become more popular and they actually start to be more functioning, I already know the human race is perverted as fuck, that they'll start turning these into sex dolls and stuff.
Experiments, observe the outcomes.
Or if they really were smart with it, they would just make attachments. So you could buy like the, big booba attachment and you attach it to your robot and now it has big boobas. Or, you can do smaller boobas or this, that, the other. You want a huge caca, right? Like you can add that on and you can just add on pieces rather than an entire built robot.
And learn from this. 2025 is going to be all about going to the home. And 2026 is then going to be all about scaling that. Thousands in 2025, tens of thousands in 2026, hundreds of thousands in 2027, and then...
Dude, to scale, this is going to cost so much money. This is such a risk.
Millions in 2028.
He picked up the egg and handed it to me, and it was just so like... It felt very monumental, I guess. It was a very strange feeling because obviously like we're filming this for an episode, like there's people with cameras and some of the engineers from 1X are standing by, but I don't know, just it felt like a sci-fi moment becoming reality.
So yeah, it's still very early, you can tell, but it is kind of interesting that it's happening.
So this is our new roommate. It's pretty cool, right?
This is very cool.
Rock, paper,
Because let's say hypothetically the AI robots do decide to try to take over the Earth, right? We'll look back at this and we'll remember these moments.
Shoot. No! How do you guys feel with him living here as our new roommate? He'll pay rent.
I'm game.
That was a pretty cool video. I liked that.
On next week's S3, we're looking at a company.
Yeah, you can
that wants to do big
kind of
things
tell it's
in a
early
small
still.
way. And I might get.
He's riding a dick.
This was a very special episode of S3 to film. Everyone involved felt it was a pretty surreal experience, having a real humanoid in a real home for the first time. It's a moment we won't forget, and something we wanted to capture the feeling of in this week's time capsule piece.
Wow.
Thank you for watching
it's
episode
beautiful.
54 of S3 and supporting our work.
It's actually a
We'll
pretty
see you next
cool looking
week,
shirt.
But until then, keep on building the future.
There it is, y'all. There it is. This is what Hexy would do day one with a robot.
Oh, God, that feels so good. Yeah, that's the spot. Oh, baby.
Howard, dinner's ready!
I'll eat later. I'm busy. Oh, yeah, just like a real hand.
Hey, Howard, what's going on?
That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Do you guys want to watch this video or should we just play some games? I said we weren't going to react to videos for hours and we're already 2 hours deep. But I really kind of want to see this one. AI, humanity's final invention. This kind of ties into like AI taking over.
Earth without competition. Humans rule Earth without competition. But we're about to create something that may change that. Our last invention, the most powerful tool, weapon, or maybe even entity, artificial superintelligence. This sounds like science fiction, so let's start at the beginning. Intelligence is the ability to learn, reason, acquire knowledge, and
I miss when you actually provided content on stream.
Is this not content? Look, even this guy's pogging. What do you mean? Thank you, Air.
skills and use them to solve problems. Intelligence is power, and we're the species that exploited it the most. So much so that humanity broke the game of nature and took control. But the journey there wasn't straightforward. For most animals, intelligence costs too much energy to be worth it. Still, if we track intelligence in the tree of species over time, we can see lots of diverse forms of intelligence emerge. The earliest brains were in flatworms 500 million years ago. Just a tiny cluster of neurons to handle basic body functions. It took hundreds of millions of years for species to diversify and become more complex. Life conquered new environments, gained new senses, and had to contend with fierce competition over resources. But in nature, all that matters is survival, and brains are expensive. So for almost all animals, a narrow intelligence fit for a narrow range of tasks was enough. In some environments, animals like
tiny brains for tiny idiots.
Birds,
that's why you guys have a tiny brain.
Evolved more complex neural structures. For them,
do you guys need me to pause this and break it down for you? Since I have high IQ, I can explain everything that's just been explained. I know this might be a little bit above your IQ to understand, but keep going with it. It'll make sense.
It paid off to have more energy-consuming skills like advanced navigation and communication. Until 7 billion years ago, the hominins emerged. We don't know why, but their brains grew faster than their relatives. Something was different about their intelligence. Very slowly, it turned from narrow to general, from a screwdriver to a multi-tool, able to think about diverse problems.
Whoa.
2 million years ago, Homo erectus saw the world differently from anyone before.
Homo erectus?
As something to be understood and transformed. They controlled fire, invented tools, and created the first culture. We probably emerged from them around 250,000 years ago with an even larger and more
and now we're
complex brain.
Homo sapiens.
It enabled us to work together in large groups and to communicate complex thoughts. We used our intelligence to improve our lives, to ask how things worked and why things are the way they are. With each discovery, we asked more questions and pushed forward, preserving what we learned, outpacing what evolution could do with genes. Knowledge builds on knowledge. Progress was slow at first and then sped up exponentially.
Yeah, now we're gonna do the AI shit, which is gonna excel even faster.
200 years ago, science took off and made us even better at learning about the world and speeding up progress. 35 years ago, the internet age began. Today, we live in a world made to suit our needs, created by us, for us. This is
kind of crazy, actually, if you think about it.
How hard it was to get here, how enormous the steps on the intelligence ladder were, and how long it took to climb them. But once we did, we became the most powerful.
You guys always give me so much shit about like finding this type of stuff fascinating, but the thing is, you got to realize this is like happening in real time. This is like something that people are going to look back on as either one of the best things that ever happened or one of the worst things. And I'm not even just talking AI, I'm talking the internet as well.
Animal in the world in a heartbeat.
The internet might be very detrimental to humans.
we're building machines that could be better at the very
Don't get me
thing that
wrong, I
gave us
love
the
it,
power to
but
conquer the planet. Humanity's final invention. Artificial intelligence.
There it is.
Artificial intelligence, or AI, is software that performs mental tasks with a computer. Code that uses silicon instead of neurons to solve problems. In the beginning, AI was very simple. Lines of code on paper, mere proofs of concept to demonstrate how machines could perform mental tasks. Only in the 1960s did we start seeing the first examples
It's too
of what
much
we would
energy for
recognize as
chat.
AI.
Oh, to use their brain?
A chatbot in 1964,
Yeah.
a program
I gotta go
to
back
sort
to
through
playing fart
molecules in
videos.
1965. Slow, specialized systems requiring experts to use them. Their intelligence was extremely narrow, built for a single task inside a controlled environment. The equivalent of flatworms 500 million years ago doing the minimum amount of mental work. Progress in AI research paused several times when researchers lost hope in the technology. But just like changing environments,
Oh wow, it's been around for that long?
The world around AI changed. Between
I didn't know it was
1950
around
and
that
2000,
long.
computers got 1 billion times faster, while programming became easier.
Literally the more modern version of those insane people who built doomsday bunkers because they thought Russia was going to nuke us. Except poorer, balder and stinkier. Their bunkers became their entire personality and they got their chubby wubby up over the notion they'll be one of the only survivors. Meanwhile you crank your hog over the idea of AI ending the world.
I'm not
Multiple videos
over
every
the-
stream at this
No, I'm
point.
not.
We get it, life outside DBD is scary. You'll survive, I promise. Cheer 200.
I just think it's cool because this is going to, I guarantee you guys, I guarantee you, you could call me stupid with all my takes and stuff like that, but one thing I can guarantee you is they will look back at this moment in time as like the internet boom and the AI boom. And wherever that leads us, I don't know, but this will be looked back in history books 1 gajillion %.
And widespread. In 1972, AI could navigate a room. In 1989, it could read handwritten.
Motherfucker, we'll start talking about goddamn Christopher Columbus. This man was like a piece of garbage, and we're still like praising this stupid idiot for finding America, okay? He's still talking about this shit, okay? That like, in comparison to discovering America, this is like, or sorry, that is so like less significant than what this is going to do.
Written numbers, but it remained a fancy tool, no match for humans. Until in 1997, an AI shocked the world by beating the world champion in chess, proving that we could build machines that could surpass us, but we calmed ourselves because a chessbot is quite stupid. Not a flatworm, but maybe a bee, only able to perform a specialized narrow task. But within this narrow task, it's so good that no human
I'm
will
not
ever
touching
again beat
myself.
AI at chess. As computers continued to improve, AI became a powerful
Why would I
tool
touch
for more and
myself
more
over
tasks.
robots?
In 2004, it drove a robot on Mars. In 2011, it began recommending YouTube videos to you. But this was only possible because humans broke down problems into easy-to-digest chunks that computers
We're gonna
could
play some
solve
scary
quickly.
games, Luna.
Until
I have this really
we taught
scary game
AIs
that we're
to
gonna
teach
start
themselves.
with, but it's only a demo,
Rise
so it
of
kind
the
of sucks.
self-learning machines.
We won't be able to actually beat it.
This is not a technical video, so we're massively oversimplifying here. In a nutshell, the sheer power of supercomputers was combined with the almost endless data collected in the information age to make a new generation of AI. AI experts began drastically improving forms of AI software called neural networks, enormously huge networks of artificial neurons that start out being bad at their tasks. They then used machine learning, which is an umbrella term for many different training techniques and environments that allows algorithms to write their own code and improve themselves. The scary thing is that we don't exactly know how they do it and what happens inside them. Just that it works and that what comes out the other end is a new type of AI, a capable black box of code. These new AIs could master complex skills extremely quickly with much less human help. They were still narrow intelligence.
You know, what if humans were actually like AI for whatever sort of alien race was out there, and they discovered how to like make these like compact energy things, which is our form of like eating and stuff, and they use like weird mechanics and body fluids and all this stuff to kind of make us. kind of like in Scorn. You know how Scorn is like kind of like robot-y feeling, but it technically is all like kind of flesh and whatnot. What if we're just like flesh robots and they figured out how to make us self-sustain by eating?
Intelligences, but a huge step up. In 2014, Facebook AI could identify faces with
Because that's going to be the hard trick for the AI, right? They're going to have to figure out how to be able to continue to power themselves after, you know, they kind of get going and whatnot.
97% accuracy. In 2016, an AI beat the best humans in the incredibly complex game of Go. In 2018, a self-learning AI learned chess in 4 hours just by playing against itself, and then defeated the best specialized chess bot. Since then, machine learning has been applied to reading, image processing, solving tests, and much more. Many of these AIs are already better than humans for whatever narrow task they were trained, but they still remained a simple tool. AI still didn't seem that big of a deal for most people. And then came the chatbot ChatGPT. The work that went into it is massive. It trained on nearly everything written on the internet to learn how to handle language, which it now does better than most people. It can summarize, translate, and help with some maths problems. It's incredibly more broad than any other system just a few years ago, not crushing any single benchmark, but all of them at once. Many large tech companies are spending billions to build powerful competitors. AI is already transforming customer service, banking, healthcare, marketing, copywriting, creative spaces, and more. AI-generated content has already taken hold of social media, YouTube, and news websites. Elections are expected to be inundated by propaganda and misinformation.
Nuke the moon!
No one is sure how much good or harm
let's
from adopting
nuke the
AI
moon,
everywhere.
baby!
Change is scary. There will be winners and losers. One of the biggest questions governments and corporations have now is how to manage the transition to an AI-boosted economy. All these potential gains or risks are just the result of today's AI. ChatGPT's intelligence is a major step up, but it remains narrow. While it can write a great essay in seconds, it doesn't understand what it's writing. But what if the AIs stopped being narrow? General AI.
Uh-oh, what is this?
What makes humans different from current AI is our general intelligence. Humans can technically absorb any piece of knowledge and start working on any problem. We're great at many very different skills and tasks, from playing chess to writing or solving science puzzles. Not equally, of course. Some of us are experts in some fields and beginners in others, but we can technically do all of them. In the past, AI was narrow and able to become good at one skill, but was rather bad in all the others. Simply by building faster...
the damn freaking traffic light thing. Stumped again. You know, when robots are able to figure this shit out and they can solve these problems, that's when they'll take over the world. Thank God we have these little things that keep them in check.
Rather bad in all the others. Simply by building faster computers and pouring more money into AI training will get us new, more powerful generations of AI. But what if the next step for AI is to become a general intelligence like us, an AGI? If the AI improvement process continues as it has been, it's not unlikely that AGI could be better in most or even all skills that humans can do. We don't know how to build AGI, how it will work, or what it will be able to do. Since narrow AIs today are capable of mastering one mental task quickly, AGI might be able to do the same with all mental tasks. So
that's kind of
even
sketchy.
If it starts out stupid, an AGI might be able to become as smart and capable
This is
as
what
a
I was
human.
saying about the babies. You're gonna have like a baby when you
AI researchers
start
think
the
this will happen
AI.
sometime this century, maybe already in a few years. Humanity is not ready for what will happen next, not socially, not economically, not morally. Earlier, we defined intelligence as the ability to learn, reason, acquire knowledge and skills, and use them to solve problems, all things humans excel at. An AGI as intelligent as even an average human would already disrupt modern civilization because they're not bound by the same limitations as we are. Today's
Don't
AIs
have to
like
eat,
ChatGPT
don't have to
already
sleep.
think and solve the tasks they were made for at least 10 times faster than even very
Don't have to
skilled
deal with
humans.
sickness.
Maybe AGI will be slower, but it may also be faster, maybe much faster. And since AGIs are software, you could copy them endlessly as long as you have enough storage and run them in parallel.
That's kind of scary.
There are 8 million scientists in the world. Now imagine an AGI copied 1 million times and put to work.
Oh,
imagine
fuck.
1 million scientists working 24/7, thinking 10 times faster than humans without being distracted, only focused on the task they've been given. What if, suddenly, AGI could do all intelligence-based jobs in the world, from interpreting law, to coding, to creating animated YouTube videos, better, faster, and much cheaper than humans?
Shit, I'm
Would
gonna be
whoever
out of a
controls
job,
this
guys.
AGI suddenly own the economy? And thinking bigger, human progress is our intelligence applied to problems. So what could 1 million AGIs achieve? Solve fundamental questions of science, like dark energy. Invent new technology that gives us limitless energy, fix climate change, cure aging and cancer. But then again,
dude, I'm not gonna lie, the fact that you bring up the simulation shit does kind of make me believe that we are somewhat in a simulation in some capacity or something like that. This shit, it gets so weird and it makes you think in such a weird, funky way.
Sadly, humans apply their intelligence
Like
not
if
just for the
robots
benefit
are
of all.
able to do this,
What if the AGIs are tasked
what else
to
is
build
out there
drones
that's capable
or
of?
pull the triggers in war? Or to engineer a virus that only kills people with green eyes?
That's scary.
Or to create the most profitable social media?
What
so
did green
addictive that
eyes ever
people starve
do?
in front
Kill
of
the
their
brown
screens?
eyes.
The creation of AGI could reasonably be
Green
as big
eyes,
of an event
blue
as taming
eyes.
fire or electricity.
They're allowed to
and
live.
give
Everyone else
whoever invents
dies.
it equally as much power. But now let's go one step further. What if the potential of AGI doesn't stop here? Intelligence explosion.
An intelligent
and knowledge
explosion.
build and accelerate each other, but humans are limited by biology and evolution. Once we evolved the right hardware, our software outpaced evolution by orders of magnitudes, and within a heartbeat,
We're
we
playing
ruled
games
this
right
planet.
after this, guys.
But our software basically hasn't changed much since then, which is why we have obesity and destroy the climate for short-term gains.
God dang.
Since AGI is software on a computer,
You can't take away my goddamn cheeseburger. This is America.
once it's smart enough to do AI research, the rate of AI progress should speed up a lot. And that results in better AI that's better at AI research without much human involvement. It may even be possible that AI could learn how to directly improve itself, in which case some experts fear this feedback loop could be incredibly fast. Maybe just months or years after the first...
Dude, you know what's going to be real crazy? Like, if this stuff starts happening, people are going to start being racist towards AI. And that is going to be a very interesting thing to unpack, just because it's going to be very controversial, because it'll be like, oh, you're being racist towards AI, right? That's kind of fucked up and you shouldn't do that. But then on the flip side, it's like, well, it's literally just a robot. So it doesn't really give a shit, does it?
First self-improving AGI is switched on. Maybe it would actually take decades. We simply don't know. This is all speculative. But such an intelligence explosion might lead to a true super-intelligent entity. We don't know what such a being would look like, what its motives or goals would be, what would go on in its inner world. We could be as laughably stupid to a superintelligence as squirrels are to us, unable to even comprehend its way of thinking.
That's the scary shit.
This
That's the
hypothetical
scary
scenario
shit.
keeps many people up at night.
Yeah, that's
Humanity
the scary
is the
stuff.
only example we have of an animal becoming smarter than all others, and we have not been kind to what we perceive as less intelligent beings. AGI might be the
I didn't even
last
think about
invention of
that,
humanity.
actually.
It's possible that it could become the most intelligent and therefore most powerful.
Wait. Dude, I think they're on to something with this, like 100%. They're going to look at us as just like a cow. And it's just another fucking human, dude, who gives a shit about them. Kind of how we just like massacre cows and we think they're stupid and shit.
For being on Earth. A god in a box that could exercise its power to bring unimaginable wealth and happiness to humans while securing our future. Or it could subvert civilization and bring about our end, with humanity unable to come up with a way to stop it.
You setting
We'll look
us
at
up
some
for
of these potential
40K?
futures in more videos.
Yeah.
But for now, let's wrap
For
up.
the Empire!
The only thing we know for sure is that today,
I am
right
warrior!
now, many of the largest and richest companies in the world are racing to create ever more powerful AIs. Whatever our future is, we are running towards it. Who knows how long we have until we must confront
that was
our
a good
AI future.
video.
Luckily, you still have plenty of time to prepare for it.
That was a
If
good
you really
video.
want Brilliant, that is. Brilliant will make you a better thinker.
No, that was a good video. I like that.
With thousands of bites
Did you guys learn a lot from that? I learned quite a lot from that.
may be curious about, including AI. Their latest course, How LLMs Work,
That's pretty
takes
cool.
you under the hood of real language models. It demystifies technologies like ChatGPT with interactive lessons on everything from how models build vocabulary to how they choose their next word. You'll learn how to tune LLMs to produce output with exactly your desired tonality, whether it's poetry or a cover letter. And you'll understand
fuck
why
is
training
this?
is really everything by comparing models trained on Taylor Swift lyrics and the legal speech of big tech's terms and conditions. It's an immersive AI workshop allowing you to experience.
Oh yeah, this is an ad.
I think you're onto something, Hexy. Thousands of years in the future, AI will be the leading beings on this planet.
Yeah,
They
probably.
need humans like their
Okay, I didn't say they would.
will have a bald, smelly AI streaming to a jaw-slacked audience talking about fucking humans.
I
to
didn't say
everyone's
they would
disgust.
eat us like freaking cows or like burgers. They're not gonna turn humans into burgers.
Videos from rapists
But
and mammalian
I'm just
metabolism to
saying
climate
it is
science
kind
and
of
supernovae.
scary to think about because if you look at it, right, AI is going to be so much smarter than humans
You can get started
would
whenever,
ever be
wherever, right from whatever device
once they get going.
to get hands-on with courses
So
and
it
lessons
could
and
look at
explore
us as like, why are we doing all these tasks for these humans? They're like outdated. We are better for the future. We're better for doing like space discovery. We're better for, you know, the like
We'll
everything.
get 20% off an annual membership once their trial ends.
That was a good video. I like that. I'm glad we finally got to watch that. I've been wanting to watch that one for a while. Is this why you're so obsessed with this? You want them to turn you into a burger and fuck you. Guys, we've already had this discussion. I've said it about aliens and I'll say it about AI. Now, if AI starts to take over or aliens start to take over and they choose me as the chosen one to have sex with them, I will do that, okay? Because you got to look at it like this, right? There's so many humans on this earth. So many. And they chose me specifically to have sex with them. So I'm just saying I would do that for the greater good of humanity, okay? And if I'm the chosen one, I will do that with honor. All right, yay! We'll leave the Reddit, but if you guys want to post on Reddit, we'll probably go through the Reddit tomorrow. What the fuck is this shit, dude?